Are you returning to work after a long hiatus? Are you a working mom that just need a little bit more help to make your work week more efficient? Then this video is for you. We are going to go over 6 helpful tips to help make your work week and your work lifestyle a bit more efficient than it was the last week. So stay tuned for this video. Welcome to the Queendom, Your Majesties. I am your host, Queen Ash, and on this channel, we focus on helping women, especially women of color, become quality kingdom queens through faith, femininity, and lifestyle excellence. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome, queens. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button and press that bell notification so you will not miss our weekly class session. In today's video, we will work on strategies and tips to help encourage and strengthen the efficiency of the working woman before the actual work week. Now, I understand that some of us are returning to work. I know that I am returning to work soon. I am a teacher, so of course I had the summer break off because I chose to have the summer break off. But I am returning to work soon, and I would like to go over some tips that helps me prepare for the actual work week before I return to school. Now, some of you may be returning to work after a hiatus, or after maybe giving birth or anything like that. Because there has been some time between us leaving work and returning to work, we want to make this transition as seamless as possible, not just for ourselves, but for our families and of course for our co-workers and everyone that will be affected by our return to work. So, my queens, go ahead and grab a pen and a pad, and we are going to just get down to the tips that will help make your work transition, your work lifestyle a bit more efficient. Now, we're going to go ahead and go into the first tip. The first tip that I would like to give you all is to select a day. Yes, select a day for you to complete all the prep work that we are going to go over in this video. My work week is Monday through Friday. Now, I know that everyone's work week may not look this linear or may not look the same. So you want to find a specific day that will pertain to you, that will work for you. But since my work week is Monday through Friday, I typically have Saturday and Sunday to prep everything that I want to do in advance. So if you do not have a Monday through Friday work week, let's say that you're also working on the weekend, you want to select a day in which you do not have as much work to do, or it could be a day off. Just choose a day that's not going to overwhelm you and your time in order to get this done. Now, I'm going to be honest and say that it's going to take some time. If you have not done this before or done this already, it will take you some time to get adjusted to doing all of your prep work on a single day. So if you've never done this before, or you never prepared for the work week before, I would suggest starting off with 2 days beforehand before you actually commit to one day. So let's give an example. So I typically prepare my work week every Saturday. I choose Saturday as my work week. Because I'm working Monday through Friday, I do not want to do any extra prep work throughout that day. Of course, that leads me to grade papers. It leads me to do other things, spend time with my family. You know, it leaves me Monday through Friday, just those days are done for me. I'm not doing any extra work on those particular days. So Saturday is the sweet spot for me. Sunday, I choose not to typically work on Sundays because Sunday, that is my time I carve out and set out for God. So Sundays is a big no for me. So Saturdays, I'm prepping everything that I need to do for the work week. Now, when you're starting off, you may want to do a little bit on Friday and a little bit on Saturday. So choose both of those days to help ease you into all of the prep work that you will have to do before. Once you get into a routine, then you'll drop down to a single day. And trust me, once you get the hang of it, it's going to go really fast. It's going to be repetitive. All right. So once you've chosen your work week, mine is Saturday. These are the things that you're going to do. So the next tip, do all of your grooming on the day that you've chosen to do all of your grooming. So what I mean about personal grooming. So if you need your hair fixed, you're going to choose this time to either go to the hair salon, or you're going to choose and set this aside a time to do your hair. Now, I know that when I was natural, just completing my hair took an entire day in itself. So if you're one of those women, you're one of those individuals that you need just the entire day just to do your hair, then you might again want to break this up into a 2-day process. Maybe do your hair on a Friday evening, and then do the rest of your prep work on Saturday. But for me now, it's a little bit more manageable. So I would do my hair I would either go to a salon, or I would do my hair all on Saturday. If you need your nails done, go ahead and do your nails on that Saturday. Everything that you need to do to make yourself presentable or to look your best self during the work week, you want to make sure that you're doing all that on that day that you've chosen for work week prep. So I'm going to do my nails, I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to trim my eyebrows. If you need to shave, go ahead and shave. Do everything that you need to do in advance when you're talking about personal grooming. Now, the next tip that I would like to share with you all, pick out your clothes in advance. Yes, do not wait till Monday to Tuesday. Do not choose your clothing as the day goes along. We don't want to do that because, let's be honest, sometimes we have those mornings where we're just waking up, like we woke up late, I have to do this before I even get out of the door. And we don't want to overtask ourselves or put much stress on ourselves by, oh my God, what am I gonna wear? What do I wear? It's just too much. It's very overwhelming, especially when you're returning to work after a long hiatus. It's too overwhelming. It's too stressful. And we're trying to make our lives more efficient and effective. So go ahead and pick out all of your clothes for the entire week. If you go to work Monday through Friday, yes, pick out your wardrobe from Monday to Friday. Now, I set it up Monday through. I'll tell myself, well, I'm going to wear this Monday. I'm going to wear this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, you don't have to be this specific where you're actually picking your clothes down right to the day. But you at least need to have like 5 outfits already set aside of what you're going to wear. Okay. Now, once you have those clothing set aside, what you want to do now, you want to go ahead and get all of your ironing, your steaming, using your air dresser. Yes, I have an air dresser. You want to get all of that out of the way. You don't want to get to Monday and like, oh my gosh, this blouse is wrinkled. My pants are wrinkled. My silk shirt. No. We're not going to do that during the work week. We're already rushing. We're already trying to get ready. It's just too much. Go ahead and take this time to iron all of your clothes. Yes, it is going to be a task in the beginning when you're doing this. But once you start to do it consistently, it will become easier and it's just more efficient. So go ahead and iron your clothes. Go ahead and steam them, okay? In order for them to stay wrinkle free, we're gonna put them on hangers. Put your clothing on hangers. Sit it in the air dresser. I know that once I've ironed or pressed my clothes, I go ahead and sit them in the air dresser and I'll put it on fresh, and it keeps the air dresser keeps it fresh over 24 hours. hours, and then when I'm ready to wear that particular outfit, I go ahead and pull it out of the hairdresser and I put it on. So we're gonna just go ahead and do that to make the process much easier for us to deal with. If you have no clothes to pick out for the work week, now's the time to go ahead and wash all of your clothing. Go ahead and wash all of your clothes. Make sure everything is clean, and then proceed to go ahead and pull out your clothing item for the work week. We want to make sure that we are on top of our game so that when Monday rolls around, we are up and we are ready to go, queens. The next tip to help make sure that your work life and your work week is more efficient, you are going to pack your purse essentials. All right. Yes, a woman always, especially a feminine woman, queens, we always need our purse. The purse is essential. It is an essential piece for a woman, and especially a working woman. We need those bag essentials. So make sure you have your wallet in place. I know there have been plenty of times where I'm walking out of the house and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to put my wallet inside my purse. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna make sure our wallet is already inside our purse. We're gonna make sure that you've packed feminine wipes if you need it. We're gonna make sure that you have those nail clippers on the side. So if you spot a hangnail while you're at work and it's bothering you, you can go right into your bag and clip it off. We're gonna make sure that we have our IDs. We're gonna make sure that we have our lip balm. We're gonna make sure we have our lotion. We're gonna make sure that we have everything that we need when we step out the house. It's gonna already be packed into our purse. Now, it doesn't matter what purse that you're gonna bring with you. If you want your purses to match every single outfit that you're wearing, make sure that you bring out that bag in advance. You're gonna bring out that bag just like you're bringing out your clothes. Make sure it's there, because we wanna make sure that we're prepping everything that we need, so we're not running back and forth to the house. When we're going to work, we're not stopping midway. Oh my gosh, I forgot this. Or when you actually get to work, you're a bit stressed because you don't have all the things that you need. We're going to make sure that everything is packed. And also, before you get ready to leave the house, make sure that your keys is always located next to your purse. Your phone and your keys should be next to your purse, because nowadays, where do we go without our phone? We always want our phone next to us. That is the first thing that we will grab before we leave the house. If your phone is fully charged, make sure that it's fully charged. It's good to go. Make sure that your purse, your car keys, and your phone, make sure they're all together. Because when you're ready to leave the house, you visually see that they are all together. And you're gonna grab that purse, grab your phone, grab your car keys, and you are out the door. All right, so that is just another little tip that will help keep us more efficient and ready for that upcoming work week. The next tip that will help save so much time and just make us much more efficient throughout the work week is prepping meals in advance. Yes. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, that is a lot due on one day. Yes, it is. If you are not used to doing this already, yes, it will seem like a lot to do on one day, which is why I said when you're first starting off, go ahead and break it up into 2 days. Do certain things on one day and do the rest on the other day. But trust me when I say, when you get into the flow and get the hang of it, you will save so much time when that work week comes around. So let's go ahead and prep our meals. Okay, now if you take a break during lunch, if you're the type of person that you're going out every single lunch, you're going to McDonald's, you're going to Ruby Tuesdays, if you're a person that because you did not pack lunch, you're always going out to get lunch, and you're noticing that, wow, it's eating through my pockets, wow, I'm getting a little bit of weight because I'm already eating out. If you're prepping your lunch in advance, you don't have to worry about these things. There are so many YouTube videos about lunch week prep, monthly meal preps, lunch meal preps, and things like that. Go ahead and check out some really good YouTubers that will pack lunches throughout the entire week. I know that for me and my family, because I am a working mom as well, I have to have a menu for my family. I have to have a menu. So I'm gonna go over a little bit of my routine and what I do when I'm actually prepping my meals. So the first thing I'll do, I'll log right into the Word document. I keep a file folder on top of my desk of the meal preps that I have for my family. And it's something that I created on Word, and I just simply go into Word. I make an entire month worth of meals, because if I do it every 2 weeks, I'm going to forget, and my family know that if I'm working and we're all at the house, I'm probably going to forget, and it's just going to take too much time. So I do mine a month in advance. I'm writing down every single thing that I'm going to cook for that month. I'm going to write it down. The children will know. My husband will know. Everyone knows what we're going to have for dinner. Everyone knows what we're going to have for lunch. And for me, if I'm going to work, my husband, he's looking on the menu and he's already prepping my lunch before I even get downstairs. So just other people in the house can help you with this if they already know and understand what they're doing. Like my children, if they go downstairs and they say, oh, mommy has that, she's eating peanut butter jelly sandwich for lunch with some apple slices, juice, then they're gonna, oh, okay, let me do this. So mom won't have to. They'll fix the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, they'll slice up the apple slices, and and my lunchbox is already in the refrigerator, ready for me to go in the morning. So this is just a simple tip that would just elevate your work week, just elevate your life completely, not just for you, but for your family members as well. Go ahead and take that time to sit down. It should take just a little bit of time throughout your day, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Honestly, for me, it is because I've been doing it for quite some time. It can literally take me like 10 minutes to do a whole month's worth of things that I'm going to make throughout the week. And then every 2 weeks, we're shopping for ingredients that's on that list. And then after that, I'm already in the kitchen prepping everything. Or my husband is in the kitchen prepping everything. Or the children is already in the kitchen prepping everything. It is just so essential for you to just make these small choices that will help just benefit everyone in the family. Now for my last tip. It is now Monday. We're getting into our work week. We're ready to go. Did you set your alarm? That is the last tip. Set your alarm. Now, I'm going to be very realistic and say that we want to set a time in which we're actually going to wake up. Let's be realistic. Do not set an unrealistic time frame for you to get up. So for example, I am also an ex-military veteran. So normally in the morning, I'm up at like 4 or 4:30 in the morning because I was in the military. I'm used to waking up extremely early. However, after getting out of the military and actually entering the actual workforce, it took some time for me to stop waking up at 4 to 4:30. It took quite some time to do that. And as I started getting into my my regular career that I have now as an educator, and understanding that I have to be at work at 7 to 8 o'clock, I have to be to work in that time frame. I had to retrain myself not to wake up so early. Now, is it a good thing that you're waking up at 4 to 4:30? In my opinion, yes. It is a great thing for you to wake up to 4:30, especially if you are a working mom. Now, the reason why I say that is because when I get up at 4 to 4:30, normally my day look like I'm having devotion. That's my time with God. I'm having devotion. I'm meditating. After that, I'm taking my shower. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm doing my personal grooming. Then I'm downstairs making breakfast for my family. Then I'm back upstairs again and I'm putting on my clothes and I'm grabbing all of my essentials that I need from work and I'm out the door. So normally waking up for 4 to 4:30 in the morning, that is what's best for me. That is what worked for me because I am a working mother and it's just easy for me to navigate like that. Now, if you're not a mom, or if you're saying to yourself, I cannot wake up at 4 to 4:30 in the morning. Girl, you must be crazy. Queen, I understand you. I really do. So you do want to set a realistic time for you to wake up though as well. So my rule of thumb is to wake up at least 2 hours in advance from your actual working time. So if you're going to work at 8 o'clock, you should be getting up at 6. Okay. Now, if you, again, I'm going to say that if you have work at 8, you should be getting up at 6. Now, you're going to use that time to take your shower, brush your teeth, get your grooming together, make sure get yourself dressed, make sure you're settled, and then you're out the door. All right. This is very easy for for women who don't have children and women who have a little bit more flexibility with their time frame. So you're going to do all your morning routines. And within that one hour towards going to work, and then you're out the door. You're getting to work on time or you're getting to work early. It's always best to get to work early. So make sure you're setting your alarm. That is very important, very crucial for you to make sure and ensure that you are doing everything that you need to do. You also want to set your alarm because, let's be honest, there will be some days or there will be a time where you don't want to do all your prep work on the day that you've chosen to do your prep work. And that means that, oh, I didn't get to pull out my clothes. Now you're scrambling for, okay, what am I going to wear today? Or it could be a moment where you forgot to pack your essentials in your bag. You want to make sure that your bag is packed. You also need that extra time because I don't know about you, but there are times when I go to my car and I realize that I have absolutely no gas. Okay? Like I literally will run my car and not think that I have no more gas. So there are days that I wake up and I need to go to the gas station before I get to work. Now, if you're working on crunch time, if you're leaving the house about 15 to 20 minutes before you have to get to work and you know that you're going to encounter traffic or anything like that, you're cringing and screaming inside about looking at that meter and you notice you have absolutely no gas because you have no time left. It is so important to value your time. So please make sure that you are setting those alarms. Be realistic with yourself and do not press the snooze button. I will admit that I am a snoozer. I will click the snooze button until it cannot click anymore. But as I'm starting to get back into my work routine, I'm refraining from pressing the snooze button because if you continuously press the snooze button, you're not going to get up. Let's be realistic. You're not going to get up. Then you realize, oh gosh, I've been snoozing for like 20 to 30 minutes. I have absolutely no time to get out the door. So refrain from the snooze button. If you're going to hit the snooze, hit it one time. Make sure it's about 5 minutes. Once that 5 minutes is up, please just go ahead and push and motivate yourself to get up out the bed and go ahead and do all of your morning routine before you are out the door. Just setting time for yourself, just setting up those boundaries with yourself, it will make the work week more efficient. So Now it's Monday. You don't have to iron. If you've done everything that you've needed to do on this one day that you have to prep, you will find that you do not have to iron your clothes. Your clothes are already set out for you. Your bag is already filled with your essentials. Your lunch is already ready to go. You have everything you need before the day has even started. You are going to feel great. You are going to look beautiful. You are going to be so much more efficient and productive once you've mastered all of these tips. All right. So, my queens, that is it for today's session. If you enjoyed today's session and you love these tips, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. My queens, I will see you next week for our next feminine session. Have a majestic day, my queens. I love you all. Goodbye.